Toyota was a textile plant in the 1920s. Now, they're not just one of the biggest automakers in the world, they're one of the biggest companies, full stop. The top-selling car on Earth is the Toyota Corolla. If you took all the Corollas ever sold, that's over 40 million of them, and put them end to end, they'd circle the globe 4 times. And speaking of going round and round in circles, the Toyota team races Camrys on the NASCAR circuit. To date, they've won 79 races in 8 seasons of competing. Probably cranked up every time if I know Toyotas.
Alright, here's a really emergency video that you guys probably need. This is a drift tune for the AE86. I did the S-15 drift tune on Tuesday, but that's for the challenges for getting the 100,000 credits, I think. But if you want the S-14, you need to drive the AE86. This is something I didn't really check too much, but now I have confirmed it because it is come down to Forzathon. So we have an AE86. We're going to upgrade it and tune it so it's drift spec and drift ready for you guys to use on the track, trying to get the 35,000, which isn't very much, which I must say isn't very much. So put an engine swap, put an RB26 in, leave the drivetrain on rear-wheel drive. For the aero and appearance, just throw in all the origin pieces, mainly because I don't know, because it looks alright and it looks like Takumi's AE86, and yeah. So, or if you want to say Drift King, who is down in Australia right now at World Time Attack Challenge. Everyone, I don't know his name in Japanese, but basically he's known as Drift King, the father of drifting, the founder of drifting, you name it. He's down in Australia right now at World Time Attack Challenge. So are other professional drifters such as Chris Forsberg, Mad Michael Widet, stuff like that. They're all down at World Time Attack Challenge down in Australia, so fortunately I'm not going, which is sort of sad. I wish I was going, but I'm not going, so throw in some, I don't even know what rims I throw on, just throw on any rims really, just throw on street tires, any rims. This is sort of an emergency build, sort of a TLDR. Put basically racing clutch, racing transmission, racing driveline, and racing differential, because you need that. You need to be able to adjust everything, you need to be able to tune everything up, make sure everything works. But basically, a bunch of professional drifters and basically a bunch of guys are down here in Australia, Sydney Motorsport Park, for World Time Attack Challenge, which is a very, very big event in Sydney. Probably one of the big car events in Sydney. Unfortunately, I'm not going because I'm a little bit preoccupied with university life and university things. But that said, it's just cool to see so many people down here in Australia to support the car culture, the car drifting and stuff like that, and time attack challenges and stuff like that, and doing time attack. Some of the cars are actually insane. That is the engine parts, racing cams, racing exhaust, race ignition, racing fuel system, and racing intake. That's all you need. You don't need insane amount of power to get this thing to slide because it is 900 kilos, lighter than most drift cars you would ever use, but you don't need that much to get this thing to slide. Pretty basic. Pretty mad, actually. Finishes uploading. That'd be nice. Thank you. Yeah, so there's not really much you need for this car. You tune the car up, drop the tire pressure to 1.2. Good old, I don't know, this stuff's really boring. This part's just like scrolling through menus and stuff like that. Basically drop the tire pressure to 1.2, drop the gearing, I really tweaked a little bit, 3.60, 2.1, 3.12. I basically made the gears a little bit more aggressive, basically. 2.17, no, like 2.12, 2.12, 1.50, 1.7. I didn't really tweak the final gears, it isn't really that important. Camber, have 2 degrees of camber, negative 2 degrees, neutral camber on the rear, 1 degree of toe outwards on the front, and 1 degree toe inwards on the rear, and a 5.7 caster. Anti-roll bar, drop the front anti-roll bar to 11 point something, I don't know, it's just, actually 15 point something I should say, or 14 point something, and then increase the rear anti-roll bar to 25 point something, I don't know. Usually work on whole numbers, you don't really work in the decimal places, unless you're trying to build something specific. Drop the rear suspension stiffness to 111 point something, I don't know, just have it relative. Rebound stiffness, drop it all the way down to a 6.1 rebound stiffness and a 7.1 rear rebound stiffness. And that applies to the same thing on the rear suspension. On the rear, bump stiffness, just have that same sort of difference, 7.1 to 6.1. Aero can't adjust, brake can't adjust, or I can't adjust actually. Drop that to 70% brake bias to the front, 150 brake pressure. You want to grab those front brakes, lock them up, and rotate the car. The handbrake's there to lock up the rear wheels only. Differential, put them on 80-60. 80-60 is a typical percentage I usually run. It's up to you. You can run 100, 0, whatever. Just it's there. So, yeah, apply the tune. And let's take this out and see if we can smash out this Forzathon challenge, because it is very last minute. So we're at my favorite drift zone, the Desert Drift Zone, also known as, I don't know what it's called, the Hillside Drift Zone. My favorite drift zone also contains my highest score for any other drift zone, 129.92 thousand. Basically, most score ever done. I just went at it with the S-14 and AE8 and the GT86, and went at it and just eventually got that amount of score. So we're not here to slide those cars, we're here to slide this car. This AE86 Sprinter Trueno. We're here to get the S-14. That's what we're here for. So let's get this started, and let's get some tire smoke basically going. Like what the real drifters are in real life, because at World Time Attack Challenge. They're probably doing some drift events right now, competing against each other. Fourth gear. And you need 35,000 points. Don't know why, actually. You need 35,000, which isn't very much. I could probably smash it out easily. On this section, you know, I'm already at 30,000. Jesus Christ. I'm not even halfway down the track. I strained out really badly because I'm just trying to commentate and drift at the same time, which is definitely not the thing to go to. But getting mad angle with this AE86. Hey, not bad. Oh wait, actually, yeah. 35. Actually, I think it was 35,000 and 3 stars. So I think I picked one of. Hey, there we go. Actually, there we go. It's just 35,000. There's another one where you get 3 stars and 3. There's another challenge where you get the 3 stars and 3 drift zones. That you can smash out in the S-15, which I provided on Tuesday. It's there in my file share. It's there in my videos. But this car is in my file share. Hashtag Forzathon description. Hashtag Forzathon. If you can't find it, go look at my gamer tag, Icekraks. It'll be there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this sort of quick drift tune, last minute drift tune for Forzathon. Hope you guys enjoyed. Icekraks out.